Which is, and then you let her in and two other people. But you
I
don't
let them in, yeah.
And him in. Why? Answer that.
Answer that. I'm answering.
I'm not fighting you, but
I'm
I'm
answering.
asking. Why not?
Why? Because there's
He
no
doesn't have to give you a reason. It's private property, man. Simple as. It's common sense. Come on, like.
Just say it. I want you to say why.
He doesn't have to give you a reason.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I said, give me an answer.
There is no tickets.
Is there not? But they bought tickets there at the door.
Yeah, and
So how come they all went in? Why didn't you let me and my boy in?
let you and your boys.
Yeah.
That's not how.
No. And you didn't even, okay, if you said, okay, some other, you didn't even just say tickets. Would those two have tickets? Would those two have tickets?
No, we're not going in anywhere.
You didn't let me in. There, yeah, why didn't you let me in? Give me one. For me,
Oh,
why?
I don't like this. I do not like this. I do not like this.
Because what?
Nicoletta.
Come on, say it. Say it. Say it.
Nicoletta.
Ha, you see that smirk? I give you the answer.
That happened.
Yeah. So we decided we should make a video because and talk about it, address it, because like obviously everyone wants to know like the full story, know what the whole story is, and we said we might as well talk about it. And also like as I said before, like we have a platform, so we might as well use it.
Yeah.
You know, like this is kind of the stuff that, which is really ironic because was it like 4 weeks ago we made a literal.
It wasn't even that long ago.
Yeah, we made a literal episode about the Black and Irish experience, and God, lo and behold, look what happens. Literally, like about a month, 3 weeks later.
I mean, not that this wouldn't be a weekly occurrence anyway.
Yeah.
It just so happened that we got it on camera this time, and it was really bad.
Really blatant.
Yeah,
It was
really blatant. So I'm glad that we are able to share it with you guys, and obviously we will talk about it. We're using our platforms,
So essentially, it was Saturday, was it 19th of November, and it was just myself, Henry, and Nicoletta, and her friend as well. So 4 of us were all like saying like we go out, you know, like they came over to our place, and then we said we go out and so on and so forth. And we're also actually meeting up with a group of other friends as well that were there. At the academy. So essentially we all get there. Once again, I'm driving because I don't drink, so I'm sober. Which is a very key detail because
this is a weekly occurrence, by the way.
You know,
he is a designated driver because he doesn't drink.
You know, so and it's a situation where we go park, we're around the academy. So the girls go in because Henry's getting out of the car. We're just having a chat, but the girls are already gone ahead of us and they're like gone into the line, and we come up behind them. So the girls have already gone into the line. Okay,
so let me take over from here. My friend and I, kind of walked ahead, in front of them, and we weren't sure if they were close behind us or not, but we're like, we'll just meet them inside. It's fine. It's not the first time that we went to the academy. We've been there before. We all know the drill. So my friend and I walk there. There's a group of lads in front of us. Some of them are a little bit rowdy, so 2 of them do get turned away by the bouncers, but we're like, not really a problem. As we advance a little bit forward, the 2 guys get called back. So the bouncers call them back and say, no guys, come back in, we'll let you guys in. So we're like, it is what it is, don't question anything. The guys are still not there at this point, but we get past the ID checking as per usual, and we go in to buy tickets just like every other person was doing there. While we're doing this, there's someone walking out, someone working there, was like, does anyone here have tickets so you guys can go ahead of the queue? And we're like, no one here. No one in this group of about 10 people at this stage, no one had tickets. And as we're waiting, a bouncer comes up to us and like pulls me by the jacket, and he's like, you 2 gotta get out of the queue, your friends aren't getting in. And we're like, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And this is when Farouk shares his story.
So this is like the part that happened there. So Henry and I then get into the line, and we're there, waiting. We get to those guys, and I'm about to show him my ID, and then he goes like, tickets. And I was like, oh, sorry, we don't have tickets. We're just gonna get it at the door. And then he's like, oh, no tickets, can't get in. And I was like, cool. And I was like, do you mind just telling the 2 girls over there to just like come back out because they're with us? So like if they get tickets, they're just wasting their money because they won't get in. There's no point. Like it's dumb because if we can't get in, it's like, and it's like fine. So we're like, cool, whatever. And even at this stage, I wasn't even deep in it. Like, because like if I really deeped it, I was like, wait a minute, but they're buying tickets. What? I wasn't even deep in it. I was like, whatever. And so we're going, we're outside waiting, and then the girls come out, and they're like confused and like being like, yo, what's up? Why aren't we going in?
Yeah,
and I'm
why?
like,
What's the problem?
because your man told us there's no tickets like for sale, as in like, you know, like it's full or whatever, like, you know, that's what I assumed, like maybe that was the last of the people, there's no more tickets, that's the count, whatever. Cool. And then they're like, no, there are literally people buying tickets at the door, people were buying and everything. And I even, like, we were in the place where we can see inside where like the ticket people are, and your man has the bands and they're paying, people are paying to a thing. And I was like, wait a minute. All right, wait a minute. And then there are people that were after us behind us who then went in as well, you know? And I was like, and so we just go around like corner because we're just like, I'm messaging one of my friends that was already in there. And I was like, yo, like they're not letting us in because they're saying it's like no tickets, no entry kind of thing. And I was like, but other people went in. And he's like, yo, wait, that's weird. Like I bought tickets. And I was just like, oh. And so eventually I then come to meet him like outside, like at the smoking bar. Anyone who knows Academy knows, like at the smoking bar outside the place. And I'm just talking to him, like telling him like, well, he's like, yo, this is weird, man. Just go. Like you can get tickets. And I was
Try again.
you know, whatever. And I was like, no, like they're, but luckily his girlfriend and 3 other friends are coming in. So I was like, yo, when you guys get to the door, let me know if they let you in or not, right? Because they're not letting me in right now. So
And they didn't have tickets.
I didn't have tickets. They're buying tickets, right? So they go to the door, blah, blah, blah. Apparently, just for full disclaimer, in case they ever did that, apparently they kind of had a problem first with the 2 guys that were there, you know, because they just came after a pub. But then they're like, nah, all of you guys go in. None of them had tickets, right? So none of them had tickets, and they all went in. 4 people then went in and paid for those tickets. So I was like, I have literally caught you red-handed. Because note at this point in time, right, during this entire interaction, the only 2 black people was myself and Henry. No other black people at the time that I saw or around the time had gone to the Academy. So we were the only 2 black people at the time. I don't know if there were black people inside or whatever the story, but at the exact time, all the white people were getting in, and only me and my 1 black friend were not getting in. So like a fight breaks out or whatever, the bouncers break it up or whatever. So there's a different bouncer at the door. As I'm like, yo, we're going back because if they have tickets, and I'm not even trying to cause him, like, if they have tickets, then we can get in. I'll be like, yo, maybe even at this point in time, I was giving them the benefit of the doubt, being like, yo, maybe the ticket people didn't respond to the security people correctly and they didn't know mismatch, whatever the fuck, right?
Yep.
And so we then go in line. There's a different bouncer. This guy is actually, and I wish we had this whole thing, but like they have this facility. This guy was going to check my ID, like this other guy, right? And then the guy who initially told me no tickets comes to the side and goes like, what are you doing? And I was like, yo, I'm going in because there's tickets. They're selling tickets. And then he's like, no, I said no tickets. And I was like, what do you mean no tickets? And that's where you see the whole thing in the video of me saying that 2 people I know already go in, like the 2 girls, you let them in to buy tickets. There's someone I already know that went into the ticket, and then 4 people I know went in after me to go tickets, and I seen other people go get tickets. So what do you mean there's no tickets for me? And then the whole thing happened, and he's going back and forth, like, and you can see it blatantly. He's just like because, and I'm like, bro, I've lived in Dublin for how many years? I have had times in which people have justifiably just, you know, we all know, like sometimes bouncers are rude and they're just like, fuck you, whatever. No, and but the thing is, they usually tell me like, "Oh, I don't like blah blah blah," and I'm like, "Whatever, I don't care," like, you know. But this guy was very adamant on not on the whole ticket, and I was like, "All right, it's not the tickets. Clearly, we've proven that. So, what's your reason for not letting me in? Because at least I was telling him, make up some bullshit reason, even if you want. Say whatever. Because God knows it's not because I'm drunk. I'm sober as fuck. God knows it's not my dress code because I know the dress code for Academy because I've been there before, you know? And so I'm like...
And we've seen the comments trying to say it's the trainers. It is not the trainers.
I've been there in those trainers before.
And even if he did want that to be the reason, he could have said that.
Once again, he never said... I literally was handed to... I was like, give me any other bullshit reason you want. I'm waiting. Give me a bullshit reason. But he couldn't give me a bullshit reason because he knew why he didn't let me in. And he was very adamant on making it clear. And that's what pisses me off the most, because he was clear on making it clear that, like, because I was like, yo, you know the reason. You and I know the reason why you're not letting me in. And he was pretty much admitting it. Like, anyone who watches that video can tell. He's like, because no tickets for you. Oh, yeah, and like, what's it called? Fucking, and then it's like, do you want me to say it? He literally says, do you want me to say it? Because I was telling him, say it, say the reason. And he knows. And you can
No
even see
need for it, like.
all the other bouncers around the area knew what was going on too. They knew what was going on, right? And the guy, one of the other guys, the ball bouncer was like trying to pull him away as well. And the other young bouncer was trying to pull him away because he was pissed off because I was addressing him for the bullshit he was causing. And they knew, and they saw Nicoletta recording, and they're like, "Oh shit!"
Because I was recording, yes.
You know, and you know the funniest thing about the whole thing, you see in the video, one of my other friends, my wife friend Gabe, they were checking his ID to let him in while this whole thing was going on, and then he hears the guy say to him like, "Oh, she's recording, stop," you know, because they all know what's going on, and that's the big issue. Everyone knew what was going on. It was clear as day. We all knew. Like, you can all say, I'm screaming, I'm crying. No, bro, I have lived 25 years of my life being black. I have lived, out of those 25 years, fucking 17, 18 odd some years in Ireland, in a predominantly white country. I know when people are giving me bullshit reasons for whatever and being racist to me. I've lived it. I know what it's like. They were being, not even they, I don't even want to say they, that guy specifically was being blatantly racist to me and not letting me and my friend in because we were literally black. There was no other, like, he had so many opportunities to give BS reasons. He chose to not give a single reason because he knew why and he wanted to make it clear to me why. Let's be honest. He wanted to make it clear to me as to why he wasn't letting me in. But he didn't have the guts to say it. And when he was about to say it, his other boys pulled him away. Literally, when he was about to say it, every other bouncer pulled him away because they knew what was about to happen. And anyone who, because I've seen all the comments of like, and let's be honest, majority of people are supporting him because anyone with eyes can tell the scenario. Humans can read
like,
other
if you
humans.
watch the video and you don't feel uncomfortable or you think there's nothing wrong with it, I'm sorry, but you are part of the problem because there's no way you can see this and be like, oh, it could just be anything. No, his body language, what he said to him, he was so aggressive and just kind of like, you know, being so like authoritative, like just like, I'm in power here, you can't get in because I said. Everything is wrong with the video. Like, you can just tell what
it's completely scoffed, like. And then literally everyone being like, oh, bloody blah. Yes, like, and you know the funniest thing about all these people who are saying, oh, I've been let in for all these crap bullshit reasons. See the thing you said, for bullshit reasons. They gave you a bullshit reason. They didn't give me a bullshit reason because they knew why they weren't letting me in. And all these other nonsense of saying whatever. Clearly, if you look at the video, I was calm as hell. Because I was like, yo, I'm going to just call you out on your shit. I'm not going to make a scene, but I'm going to call you out on your shit. And then also, I wasn't drunk. I wasn't rowdy. I wasn't whatever the fuck bullshit excuse you want to use, right? I wasn't trying to go in for free because clearly I was like, yo, let me go buy a ticket. I just wanted, like, it wasn't even about the fact that I wanted to go to the academy at that stage. It was just the fact that I was like, this is bullshit and I'm calling you out on your bullshit and I don't like this. And the fact that this whole thing was posted, like Sunday afternoon.
Yesterday,
Yeah, yesterday.
Whenever you're seeing this video.
It's already Monday, Monday, nearly lunchtime now, like 12:08 to be specific. And nothing, like Academy put out one statement of they're reviewing it. Yeah,
that's one thing like to address as well. Just to make it clear that after the whole altercation, nothing happened after the video finished. We walked away. We went home. We didn't go back in. We didn't try to go back in. We just went back home. And as soon as I got home, I put up the video, I put captions on it, edited it, and the next day I posted it in the morning. And since then, people have been resharing, reposting. Some of us, aka me and a couple of other bigger accounts, have gotten a response from the academy saying that they're reviewing the matter. But Farouk never in this time, since we're recording this video and since that post has been up, Farouk hasn't even gotten a response from them.
Like, deep that. And this is a place that not only has an entire floor dedicated to like hip hop and grime and drill, which are predominantly black artists that make these music. No, they're also owned by people who promote black artists in music and do events of black artists in music and profit off it. And they're just like, yo, it's calm. Because essentially that's what you're saying. By not being addressing this properly, you're essentially saying it's perfectly fine for our bouncer staff to neglect someone on the grounds of racism, and we just don't care, despite the fact that we're literally the irony is they were playing hip hop music literally as the whole thing was going on. Like you can hear it outside the door, and like the whole thing's going on, and it's just. So I was just like, yo, no, I have to address this, right? I don't give a shit about clout. I don't give a shit about fame. I don't give a shit about anything. It's just a principle of the matter, because there's been so many times in the last 18 years of my life that I have experienced racism unjustifiably, literally growing up here. And we talked about this literally, as I said, 4 weeks ago.
Many times,
Wooly
too.
and I.
We brought it up before. Like,
so
not
many
the first time.
times. But this time it was just annoying because there were so many people involved in such a clear as day situation. And like the fact that we got it on video is what boils my blood, because like it's one thing to experience it, but then to look back at it and be like, how the fuck can anyone look at this and justify any other way?
Yeah.
And for the other guys to just not even call your man out on his own bullshit, just it pissed me off even more.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, honestly, something has to be done about it, because like this shit has been going on for way too fucking long.
And obviously, you know, we do want to thank a lot of the, you know, Irish influencers and Irish people who kind of like jumped on the video and commented and said like they reached out to us saying like this same thing happened to them, especially the minorities. This happened to them. They weren't let in for just whatever excuse they want to give. So it's not the first time that this place hasn't let in like a minority just because whatever reason. And like Farouk said, it just so happened that we got on camera, and I feel like we're speaking up for a lot of everyone's experience with this, and I'm glad that we are, because at the end of the day someone has to, and it just happened to be us. And I'm really glad that Farouk managed to stay really calm in that situation, because it's very easy to get very triggered with, you know, how the bouncer was like to him. So yeah, we're really grateful for all the support, and hopefully we do hear something from them.
Yeah, because honestly, like last thing I'm gonna say on this is, if you literally watch that video back and you can't see anything with it, honestly, reevaluate yourself and reevaluate the way you think of anyone in situations like that, because clearly that was fucked. Anyone who can see it was fucked, and honestly, like people in that situation need to do better. Simple as.
Thank you.